So we have a pre-workout pit stop right now to warm up our meal. What ended up happening was maybe 6 months ago or so, the microwave at the gym that I train at in the morning, I train a couple clients, it busted. And they said, listen, we're not going to get a new microwave. We're going to get a hot plate. I'm like, a hot plate? I'm like, what are you talking about? Because somebody there likes the meals heated up on a hot plate more than the microwave, which I'm all for, makes sense to me. But I knew that there was no way that thing was going to get cleaned or it was going to function. There's no hot plate there. So that day, I'm like, all right, forget this. I'm going to go buy a microwave. Bought a microwave for the gym. It's been maybe 2 months. The microwave broke. And I'm like, what do you mean it broke? Because I went to go warm up my food. And the old broken microwave was there instead of mine, because I just kind of placed mine on top of it so I didn't throw away theirs. But we knew which one was the new one. Now, I'm like, what the hell? Where's the microwave I just bought? It was a really cheap microwave. And what ended up happening was, whenever the microwave finishes, you would normally just open it up, right? With this one, when it finished, you had to press stop and then it would open. Otherwise, it would be locked, which is weird and ridiculous, but what are you going to do? Apparently, somebody broke it. And I can't be mad because, to be fair, the first time it happened, I almost broke it. So they're replacing the microwave. But in the meantime, we needed a way to heat up our pre-workout meal. So we pulled up to the, see if I can get you guys spinning around here. You can probably see it. Pulled up to the 7-Eleven really quick. I'm going to pick up some type of snack or something while I'm in there, so I'm not going to be, a dickhead about it. Go in, use the microwave, heat up our pre-workout meal. There's always a way to get your freaking meals in, people. Smash that, go train, and baby, it's the start to a beautiful day. I don't care how gloomy it is. Let's freaking get it, baby. Ending the year strong. Left her a little bit bubbly. So what we have here, 2 cups of jasmine rice, an Entenmann's donut. Like I said, I try to be a good person. Don't abuse their microwave, so I grabbed myself a little medium coffee. Where's me? There we are. And I'll see you guys in a minute. All right, guys, remember this. 2:30 on the 8th, all right? I got a call from the vets, and I got to bring my dog in for a haircut because he's looking a little shaggy, It's a bit overdue, and they just called me back on up a pen. So now when I go through this footage, because I know by the time I get to the gym, I'm going to forget what time she said. But 2:30 on the 8th, that's when my handsome little dude is going to get a haircut. He's going to look pretty. But besides that, man, you know what else looks pretty? A sweet back bump. So we're heading to the gym right now. Feeling good, feeling strong. The weight's been going up nice and smooth. We're hanging around the 245s right now, which this is pretty much smack where I wanted to be for the end of this year, so I'm glad it worked out really well. I wanted to be like 245 to 250, but we're looking pretty good right now as well. So 245 around this conditioning, I'll take that over 250, a little bit fatter at this point in time, all day, every day. And most likely what we're going to end up doing is, before I prep for a competition season rather, because I'm probably going to do 2 shows this year, is I'd love to see 255, 260. So if we can throw in another 15 pounds before we start leaning out, that'd be a force to be reckoned with, man, let me tell you. But besides that, I'm ready to kill it. Grab my coffee. And the way we're going to be doing this YouTube series now a little bit is more a day in the life, if you will. So we're going to film some stuff just to have a reason to film stuff throughout the day. It doesn't always have to be associated with the gym, but 99.999% of the time, it's going to be associated with the gym. So little stuff throughout the day is going to be quick little like stories, like Instagram stories, if you will, or YouTube shorts. But as we continue moving everything forward, this is the path I think makes the most sense. That way the videos aren't just one big car conversation like we're having now, and then some posing and that's it, and maybe a workout or two. You know, I'd like to be able to give you guys more meat, more sustenance. And a day in the life, man. I think that makes a lot of sense for me. But what do you think? Let me know in the comments. So we're heading in right now for a big boy back day. And this is going to be the last back day of the year, obviously, because today is the, I want to say the 29th or the 30th. It's the day before New Year's Eve. I don't remember if there's 30 or 31 days in December, but today's the day before the holiday. So this is the second to last workout of the year. Tomorrow's going to be chest. So we're going to end it with a chest day, and we're starting New Year's, which sucks, but what are you going to do? We're starting New Year's Day with a rest day. And you know what? I hate going to bed at like 1 in the morning, 2 in the morning. It's not for me. It's not who I am. So, as I'm muddling through this with you, if I will, would I love to train on New Year's Day, January 1st, smash a workout into the new year? Absolutely. But am I going to be exhausted that day because I was up way too late the night before? Yeah. Yes, I will. Because no matter how late I go to bed the night before, for the most part within reason, I still have to wake up at the same time I always do. Because if I don't, there's no way, there's no shot I'm getting all my meals in. And that's unacceptable. So I don't care if I'm waking up, having a meal, going back to bed. Wake up, having meal 2, going back to bed. You know, whatever it happens to be. But we're not going to risk meals. We're not going to cut that out. And ideally, we're not going to cut out sleep. So, excuse me. As a result, you get broken sleep. And, you know, you're talking about the lesser of, usually 2 evils, but lesser of 3 evils here. I'll take broken up sleep over missing meals and, well, lack of sleep, period. You know? At least in terms of an anabolic response, right? You just get more out of it, man. So that's about where we're at as far as what we're looking our training to be the first of the year. So it's a shame that we're not going to go to the first of the year, you know, slamming and clanging weights. But we'll be there in spirit. We are who we are, and fortunately, we're the furthest thing from a New Year's resolutioner, period. Now, if you're a New Year's resolutioner and you're watching these videos and you've stumbled across my channel some way or how, I'd like to say welcome to the gym. You know, it's gonna be great to have you. A couple pieces of gym etiquette that don't tell you, but are very, very true, which is put your stuff away. You use a pin, you know, you use like a rope or whatever, put it back, put your weights away. I don't care if the gym staff says they put the weights away, put your weights away. It's just common courtesy. It's an unspoken rule, if you will. Where if you're somebody who doesn't put their weights away, nobody likes you. Nobody likes you at the gym there, I can guarantee it, man. And don't text on the machines. And what's worse than texting, don't scroll through social media on the freaking machines, man. I'll never forget, I was with a good friend of mine, Flo, at Bev's, Florent. We were training legs, same room. We weren't training together, but we were just both in there hitting it. Now, there was a kid, and I saw this kid training the whole time I was there. Did maybe 2 exercises, and spent the entire rest of the time sitting on the machines, just swiping through TikTok. Just swiping through, man. Where we're looking at each other, me and Flo looking at each other like, are you serious? This is ridiculous. He went over to him and said, hey man, and Flo's a really good dude. Salty little person. I've never seen him have a mean bone in his body. He's like, hey man, how many sets do you have left? The guy's like, oh, 2. He's like, all right, no problem. Now usually, resolutioners, listen up. If somebody says, hey, how many sets do you have left? There's 2 responses to that. One is, oh, I have this many sets, do you want to work in? And the other one is, oh, no problem, but I'll be quick. So he just says how many sets he left and that's it. And then instead of being like, I should probably speed up a little bit because there's people waiting for this machine, he just goes back on TikTok and starts scrolling. The kid was on that machine for another 20 minutes. He would do a couple reps, put the weight down, scroll for another 10 minutes or so. Do that next set, scroll, and then stepped off the machine. We're looking at each other like, are you kidding me? This is ridiculous. So eventually he got up. So resolutioners, and honestly, this kid's not a resolutioner. He's been there for a long time, but I guess resolutioners and the who lack common sense, if you will, don't do that, right? Stay off social media in the gym. Nobody wants to see it, and it's just disrespectful. You're in there trying, and it's going to make your workout significantly worse, and here's why. So people think, oh, what's the big deal? I'm resting, right? I'm resting in between sets. Whether I'm sitting there staring at the floor or I'm swiping through Instagram or swiping through TikTok, it doesn't matter, I'm resting. Even if it's the exact same amount of time and they set a timer on it and didn't get lost in it, right? It's like, well, it's not true. What's happening when you're in the gym is when you're training, your blood pressure's elevated and your body's in a fight or flight mode. And right now you're fighting, baby. You're in there hammering the weights, putting effort and intensity into everything you're doing. And as a result, what ends up happening is your body has a lot of adrenaline, which is a good thing, at least when you're training, right? But now, I got a light blinding me. When you sit on TikTok and social media and just scroll your life away, it does the opposite of adrenaline. It releases a lot of dopamine. So, the dopamine makes your body lulled and relaxed. So, your blood pressure is going up and down. Your stomach's saying, okay, cool, it's time to digest. And then you hit a little set. It's saying, oh, adrenaline, it's time to back off again. It's going to mess up your digestion. It's going to mess up your workout. You can't focus on what you're doing, and your head's completely out of it. I get a lot of people are addicted to social media. And when I say I get it, I mean I understand a lot of people are addicted to it, but it doesn't make it an okay thing. It doesn't make it a good thing. It makes it a problem that you have to solve. Most people, when you're addicted to that stuff, it takes your whole life away, man. You spend your life in a job you don't like, staring at the screen, only to come home, waste the rest of your life staring at a smaller screen, or looking at the TV, staring at a bigger screen, right? To go to sleep, not sleep well because you're stressed out and miserable, eating a bunch of junk food, and then repeating the process. It's no way to live, man. It's no way to live. I'm not for New Year's resolutions or anything of that nature, but if you need a good day to reset, that's the day to reset, man. If it's May, and you're looking for a good day to reset, don't wait for January. But if you see yourself at the end of the year and realizing, I'm not happy with where I'm at in my life, I'm not happy with who I am, the way I treat people, the way I treat myself, more importantly, and you need a day to start, start January 1st, why not? But use that time in between to plan. Don't just keep being you and having the same bad habits. Learn, educate yourself with all the time in between, and try to figure out what the best way to go about it is. See what I'm saying? If you go to January 1st and say, January 1st, I'm going to be a new year, new me, new everything, And then from there, you didn't change a single thing about yourself or have any idea how you're going to do it. You can't be the new you without the new you in your brain. You don't know what it looks like. See the dilemma? If I say I'm going to drive a brand new car on January 1st, and I didn't go buy the car on January 31st, December 31st, how am I going to drive it in January? I got to go to the store, I got to go get it, I got to drive the old car there. So if you don't take the time at the end of the year to figure out what you want to do for the next year, how to plan it properly, you're asking for problems, man. You're asking for freaking problems. But you know what? On that note, we're going to be there shortly. I'm going to grab a couple more sips of my coffee, slam that pre-workout. And I'll see you inside. Let's freaking get it, baby.